Happy Wednesday, everybody. Hope you're all doing great. Doing our regular Wednesday live, and today it's just going to be me because David Kazarian, our regular partner on this live, is actually on vacation, a well-deserved vacation at the end of the year, so we hope he enjoys it while you and I are going to get the latest update on the real estate market and the mortgage industry. So let's start with the real estate market. What is going on? We're entering into the last months of the year, December, and it's usually very interesting months when it comes to the real estate. A lot of people think that the real estate market goes dormant when we're coming close to holidays, and it might be so in the States where there are 4 seasons, where we have cold winters. However, in Las Vegas, it's never so. Because we love our winters and they don't really affect the sales much. The only thing that we know and that we experience during the winter is the fact that through the holidays, right between the Thanksgiving and New Year's, a lot of people who are selling their primary residences, they try not to sell them because people want to feel homey and cozy, and they don't want to be in the middle of the move during that period of time. Nevertheless, there are a lot of things happening on the market. So let's talk about active listings. Like this week alone, in the past 7 days, we had 620 new listings come onto the market, which is a little bit more than regular. If you remember our lives through the year, the average number used to be like 520. So we have a bit of an excess of an inventory compared to the previous weeks. However, we're still at 2.4 months of inventory, which makes it a total buyer's market, and it is still, the buyer who dictates the prices over here. But it depends, it mostly depends on the price point, and I will dig into it a little bit deeper. So when we talk about the under the contracts, we have 622 properties going under the contract. And this is more than ever, and the main reason for it is the downturn in the mortgage interest that we've been experiencing for the past 4 weeks. We had the interest rates going down, and we lost almost 1 point. And this is the great news, guys, for those of you who's been shopping and who's been experiencing the tough time with the debt-to-income ratio, with the high payment. Right now, it might be the perfect timing for you to go in, find that property, and actually lock a lower interest rate. For those of you who are thinking that the interest rates are going to keep on sliding down and that you should wait, well, it's totally your call. There's nothing that we can predict or guarantee for you. You can wait a little bit and watch the rates, or what you can do, you can actually, especially if you're going after the FHA or VA loan, remember you have this ability to do what is called a streamline refinance. So as soon as your interest rate drops, the interest rate drops by half a point, you can actually do a refinance without submitting all of the paperwork and without doing an appraisal. So for those of you who are worried about it, maybe you can go ahead and pick a VA or FHA option if it is available. I know that VA is not for everybody, it's only for veterans. But if you do an FHA loan, you still have the streamlined refinance option in case the interest rates go down and you feel like you missed out on a lower interest rate. But the prices right now are very, very competitive. They're very stable for all of the properties. Remember that in the beginning of 2023, we all saw those forecasts saying that the prices are going to go down at the end of the year, and there were 4 major companies who were predicting. Among them were Fannie Mae, NAR, MBA, and guess what? By the time the December came around and the actual numbers actually came out, all of those forecasts, they actually changed their forecast, and we are going to end the year with the positive appreciation for your homes. So for those of you who were worried about the equity in your homes, don't worry, guys. You still have equity in your homes. Your equity is safe. It is stable. And on average, we had the appreciation of 3.8 in the country. And this is the country when we're talking about greater Las Vegas area, when we're talking about Clark County, our average appreciation is going to be close to 6%. And that appreciation is actually the same appreciation that we had prior to pandemic, that we had in 18 and 19. Of course, it depends on the particular area where you're in. Some of the areas experience even greater appreciation than 6%. So once again, for those of you who are worried, for those of you who are curious, your equity is safe. And some of you might have seen the forecast from the Redfin. I think they posted it yesterday, saying that, we think that next year the prices are going to slide down by 1% on average. So this is a very safe way of saying, we have no idea what's going to happen, so we're saying that it's going to stay the same, because the 1% depreciation is not really going to change anything for anybody. And I personally don't think that in Las Vegas we're going to have the depreciation, because our state grows. For those of you who are following me in my stories, you will see how much our valley population grew in the past few years, and what is projected to happen with the valley in the next 10 years. So we have the access. We actually have the positive migration into the state and into the Las Vegas Valley, and what it means for the housing market, what it means for the state economy, for the city economy. It means that we will keep gaining those jobs. We will keep the businesses going to keep opening up in the state, and people will keep on moving. So we have major sources of the major sources that are actually driving the population to come to Las Vegas. So first of all, we have the job market. We have a lot of companies who are either opening up here in Las Vegas or moving from other states. We have a ton of different companies moving from California and actually establishing their headquarters on our Nevada ground, losing the state tax. I guess we have no state tax over here, so most of the companies on average moving from LA, they're saving at least 12% on their yearly taxes. So we have the job market, which is one of the most important factors of driving the positive migration into the valley. Now we have a lot of people who are relocating from the higher priced areas such as California, such as East Coast. What happens here is that a lot of people are looking for a more comfortable place to retire, and that means that people with a fixed income are going to look for the cheaper place, more affordable place to live. And when you live on the East Coast, when you live in California, and you have fixed income, and the inflation is so high, and the cost of living is going higher and higher every day, then you're inevitably going to look for a cheaper place to live, for the place where there's a better affordability for your lifestyle. And Las Vegas is actually one of the top states and one of the top metropolitan areas. Like Nevada is a top state, and Las Vegas is one of the top metropolitan areas where we have people migrating to, just because of the level of the overall level of living that we get to offer, and the prices on the things like healthcare, the produce, and of course the housing. So we will see more and more people migrating from the East Coast. We will see more and more people migrating from California. Number three factor is is all of the construction that is going on in Las Vegas. And the why construction? Because construction brings a lot of temporary workers. However, those workers are making great salaries, and they're driving the economy up. Like they're actually boosting the economy. So all of those projects, all of those global projects that you guys see, we already witnessed the F1, and now you should be aware that F1 is going to spend like $500 million on building their headquarters here in Las Vegas. Now you're going to see that the new NBA arena is coming, and they already established the place next to Las Vegas Boulevard, close to the Allegiant Stadium. So that is the great news, and it means that the next NBA expansion team is probably going to end up here in Las Vegas ground. Also, you've seen the announcement of the Bright Line, the high-speed train that is going to connect the Victorville and Las Vegas. This is the project that has been talked about for a very long time here in Las Vegas, but now we know that it just landed a $3 billion contract with the funding with the federal government. So that is a big deal. It means that more of you are going to be able to travel between Las Vegas and Los Angeles quicker, and we all know how much we need it, especially during the holidays when we have those traffic, and the train will approximately take 2 hours. Oh God, wouldn't that be wonderful? And the station, the Las Vegas station is going to be in the intersection of, like, in the rounds of the intersection of Blue Diamond and I-15. So once again, it is right there by the stadium. It is right there by the new coming NBA arena. By the way, for those of you who are following all the new constructions and the projects. So you know that the Durango Casino opened up yesterday, and a lot of you actually made great decisions, and we're very happy for our clients who actually took advantage of the market and purchased the properties around the new Durango Casino. Now, remember, that place alone is going to employ 8,000 people, and there will be a great amount of relocation and a great amount of movement. So those of you who own the rental properties around that area are going to see a greater interest in your rental listings. And of course, if you own the house or just purchase the house in the area, you will see great appreciation. For those of you who are still looking or just heard that it's a great thought to own something within like 10-15 minutes drive of the new Durango Casino. Go and check out our stories, and you'll see that there is a new listing that we are placing on the market. Actually, we placed it on the market yesterday, and it is an absolutely gorgeous ranch-style home, and that is located 10 minutes away from the casino. And guys, I must tell you, it is the perfect house. It is in a perfect condition. And my favorite thing about that home is the oasis out the backyard. It has all the fruit trees, the real grass, the spa, the sauna, the outdoor shower, built-in barbecues. Well, you got to go and see it for yourself. For those of you who wants to check it out, DM me, call me, or join us for the open house. We're going to do the open house this Saturday and Sunday, 12 till 3. And the address is 8727 Brody Court. Beautiful home and no HOA. You just need to come and check it out. We're super proud of that listing, and we're going to make sure that it gets a lot of eyes on it, and it finds its new owner, who's going to be as proud of it as the current owners were. Anyways, guys, watch for the market, watch for the new projects. You guys know that very soon, in less than a week, the Fontainebleau is also going to open up, and when it opens up, once again, the new jobs are going to be right there, and it is going to attract more and more people to the city. So for those of you who are still looking to invest in, guys, please do not ever think that real estate is not a good investment anymore. It is still a perfect long-term investment, especially in this city. If you're interested, if you're looking for the great options, give us a call. We're working with a lot of new home builders. We're working with a lot of resale people. And December is a perfect timing for a lot of you to actually go ahead and make a move and actually make a deal with one of the sellers, because some of them are really eager to make the sell in this year, because a lot of people took a hit on their income due to the economy, and they don't mind selling the property at the end of the year and closing the escrow at the end of the year, because they know that all the profits that they're going to make are actually going to go onto their 2023 taxes. So it is a benefit for most of the sellers to sell in 2023, and this way you guys have the greatest opportunity to ask for the closing costs, to ask for the contributions. Now, what we keep on seeing on the market is that if you're looking for the property in, especially if it is a single family residence or a townhouse in the price point below $400,000, you can still, you can still face the multiple offer situations on the new listings, especially if they're priced right. So the most popular items that we see on the market is anywhere between 350 to 400 single family homes, especially in the areas with no HOA. And so those are some of the most popular, and the last two clients that we were shopping in that particular price category, those actually were facing the multiple offer situations. So that makes it harder for you to, the multiple offer situation makes it harder for you to ask for any contribution, but we still managed to ask for the repairs after the fact that when our offer got accepted. But that's the next thing. We see the appraisals, we actually make sure that even in the multiple offer situation, we do not overpay for the properties, and make sure that your appraisers come at the value or higher, which was the case with the last two customers of ours. Even though we had to bid $10,000 over our initial offer, we still had the appraisals that came in higher than the purchase price. That is wonderful news for our buyers, because they, right off the bat, they actually gained the equity in the properties. Now, the reason why those properties were priced where they were priced at is because the sellers knew that they wanted to sell really quick, and they wanted to make sure that the properties moved off the market before December 31st. And so, if you still have your listing on the market, do not worry about it not being sold in a couple of weeks. It is normal in today's market. However, make sure that you offer the contributions and that you are very open-minded when talking to the customers and offering the incentives. There are a lot of listings with the incentives on the market, and we encourage everybody, all of the sellers, to input the incentives right away into their listings. So that's the news of the market for today, guys. Thank you so much for following and for joining me. If you're watching it in recording or live, I always welcome your questions. If you need anything, if you have a question, you can DM me, you can call me. If it is something that contains your private information, make sure that you're not posting it in the public comments. But if it is a general question, you're more than welcome to deliver it however you like, and I will either call you with the answer or respond to it in our next live. I'm wishing you all guys a great week. Thank you so much for joining, and I see you next week. Thank you. Have a wonderful day.